Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 with the new update Series 36. And this little baby car called the Mazda RX3. I love this car. It's a little rotary thing. It's absolutely brilliant. However, this is not a innocent little rotary thing. No. Because this has a quad rotor in it. And that's it. I mean, there's a differential in the gearbox, but other than that, it is completely bone stock, which means despite having over 700 quad-rotor angry noises, it's in mid-C class. And I wanted to see how this very compromised vehicle, because it clearly won't drive at all, I wanted to see how this vehicle would fare against a bunch of normal C-class cars. Because, in theory, I have the top speed. However, I also have no brakes, no suspension, and massive amounts of horsepower. So it might be a pretty interesting toss-up. Only one way to find out, though. Okay, we're gonna try this again. First race, our previous race did not have a starting grid that I was expecting, so I had to redo it. Instead of going anything goes, we are unfortunately limiting it to classic sports cars, which is a lot better. There we go. It still has some good variety, a few BMW, a few MGs, Sunbeam, Ford Capri, stuff like that. I would have liked a little bit more modern machinery, but this is what I get. So, Forza be Forza, I guess. Oh dear. I'm trying to beat throttle management. Throttle management is not being very effective, but we're fast. We're too fast. I can't turn. Oh dear. Yeah, this is exactly what I was anticipating. Understeering followed immediately by massive oversteer, followed by a bit of wobbling on the suspension. Ooh. I don't think we understeered, just traumatizing understeer. I know it has very tiny bicycle tires, but come on. I can't turn. They're running away from me. This is a track. I picked a track that was supposed to favor this car. I did not take into account the multitude of high-speed corners I almost took away in the straightaways. Damn it. Okay. I can't brake. I need to brake earlier than that. I'm spun it. This has gone precisely as I originally anticipated. Now, we're going to catch up and hopefully not completely die on the straightaway. Specifically at the end of the straightaway. Because this is where we make up all of our time. All of it. We're already 120. 140. And then get on the brakes nice and early. That was actually a pretty good braking point, if I'm honest. Made it a little bit harder on the brakes, but that wasn't too terrible. Okay, we caught up a little bit. We're getting used to the car. Those were first lap jitters, okay? That's what that was. We're gonna try and be nice and composed now in my four-rotor of fury. And this is a recovery drive. To see how far can we get. We're actually going to use a little of oversteer to our advantage in this to get the front end turn, because we're sort of steering with the rear. It's like the Porsche, we're steering with the rear wheels. It's got the rear wheel steering aspect. That's what we're doing here. Whether or not that will work remains to be seen. We need to brake before the hill. There we go. We are gaining, though. We're gaining on 11th place. Maybe the next races will go a little bit better now that I sort of know what I'm up against. Okay, there we go. Get on the power, nice and smooth. We might blow past these guys if we can get it down efficiently. Yes, we can. Goodbye! Goodbye! Now get on the brakes. Brakes! I'm not stopping. I braked too late. Okay, we got past them briefly, and then I got a little bit overconfident. We need to brake before the gantry. Right, okay. I was trying to be a little... The racing instinct... The red mist descended, and I kind of got a little bit eager. Use the handbrake a little bit just to get the darn thing turned. This is a struggle because this is a good track for me, except for the high-speed corners. This is a good track. It's got lots of straightaways. It's very fast. It's actually somewhat decent for power cars, but I'm struggling here. I know it's the first race, but I'm struggling here. It's just not controllable. It just does what it wants to do. It doesn't really... you don't really have this input in it. It just sort of does what it wants to, and you can be along for the ride. Now we're going to brake right about now. Please, please, please! Alright, we're better. That's better. We're closer. That's the important thing. We're closer. This is the long con. We're fighting for 10th right now. Can we go for an overtake on the MG? No, he has more grip. Come on, baby. You see, I need to be important to realize that I just need to stay with these guys, which is very difficult. I need to accept that. That's very difficult. It might actually be impossible to stay with these guys around the corners, because I'm driving the equivalent of a nuclear explosion. Ugh. I might be able to go for an overtake here. Nope. I was actually a little cowardly on the brakes that time, but it's better to be cowardly than flying into the wall. Besides, we're about to come to our favorite section of track. Right here. Now, can we actually stay ahead of these guys? That's the question. Can we stay ahead of them? Well, we're wobbling all over the place. We're wibbling, we're wobbling. We apparently completed a challenge. We're really... Please stop. We made the corner, and critically, we held them off. Do you think we can catch the Corvette up there? That's the question. Can we catch the Corvette? Can we hold 10th? That's the first priority. Can we hold 10th? At that rate, no. Not if we keep doing that. Use the oversteer to help turn it. There we go. Wait. They're battling. That's good. They're trying to overtake each other. I'm acting as a roadblock. That works. I'm okay with that. Try to use the throttle a little more. A little more. A little too much, but we keep it going. Now, we need to absolutely pin it towards this line. We pull the gap on the guys behind me and go full send. Somehow I got that checkpoint on the Corvette up here. I think I'm sliding around too much. No. Alright, this will be close. I think he's got it. Unless if I can be a slight yabo imbecile for a second, unless the VTEC can truly kick in. We're going fast. Wait. We're gaining 150, but it wasn't enough. That was a really hard fought 10th place. That was a really hard fought 10th place. We did not get fastest lap. We came close. We're third fastest. The Sunbeam Tiger and the MGB did beat us. We pulled a gap. We had the speed. It's just so difficult to extract that speed. And that's on the track that this thing is supposed to be good at. I'm not gonna lie. This next track might be the worst one of the bunch, because, well, it's nothing but near flat-out high-speed corners. And this is not fun in flat-out high-speed corners. So, we're just gonna give it our best shot, really. We will have the acceleration. We're not gonna get bogged down completely. I had to not hit the fence, and, I might have got somewhere. We're pushing the Sunbeam Tiger up to a speed of 90 miles an hour. It's probably the fastest it's been in a long while. Stop it, stop it, stop it. No, don't miss the checkpoint. Now, can we dial the inside? No. No, that's a negatory on that maneuver. We can dial the inside here, though. Again, nope. I'm being very ambitious. I'm driving this car like a normal car. I'm expecting it to do normal car things, and this is not a normal car. It's a very angry car. very vengeful. I'm creating a massive traffic jam. If it wasn't for the fact that this is for position, I'll get blue flagged immediately. Oi. Just chuck it in. I didn't get on the brakes because it's a very fast corner. I didn't get on the brakes enough. Now this section we should be getting pretty quick on. This is one of the very few semi-straightaways on this track. Luckily the suspension is so bouncy, it actually acts almost like off-road suspension. I mean, go pretty much wherever we darn well please without too much of a problem. There we go. We're actually in the 6th place. We're about to be in the 5th, provided I don't, you know, die, which I might do. Goodbye. Goodbye, peasant. We are rocketing up to 150 miles an hour. I have no idea where I should be braking. Oh! I'm backwards. Okay, that was terrifying. We've caused an accident. Yeah, I might have gone full send, and it nearly died. In fact, it technically did die. That was mildly terrifying. Having all 4 wheels off the ground, entering a nosedive at 150 odd miles an hour, almost 160, is not where you want to be in your lightweight little Mazda. Much less one with this little control. And now we have a lot of catch-up work to do. We were doing so well, we were in 5th. We were in 5th, and now we're not in 5th. Look at that. That's a racing line. That's actually a racing line in this vehicle. Just chucking it through the corner sideways as possible actually gets you lap time on that certain corner. Who would have thunk? Because otherwise you just do that. You just get understeer. Followed immediately by oversteers to try and get on the power. Now we're going to pull away from those guys. We're going to try to not take off this time around. Ooh, a little bit of unease on the bumps. Now, be a little mindful. There we go. Don't wall ride it. I'm trying not to wall. I'm wall riding it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did a sin in the Forza rulebook. That was a bit of strategic flooring there to try and get the front end turn, so I got that checkpoint. We're closing up to 7th. I think 7th, maybe 5th is all we're going to be able to get, and that's a big if. So that does rely on me being able to make no mistakes for the rest of the race. Don't hit that fence. That fence is brutal when it comes to slowing down cars. Now, use our tried and tested drifting racing line. Like that. Not quite as elegant as the last time, but still very effective nonetheless. The Corvette has caught up in all that, but what am I gonna do? Understeer or just chuck it in? Might as well chuck it in, at least it looks spectacular. Now, understeer, central, run up the banking a little bit. We have the suspension giveaway, if you will, to deal with that. Now, shift it up into 5th. Yeah, 5th is pretty good here. We actually have an overtake for 6th right there. That car is a rocket, but not as fast as me, I shall say. I didn't miss that. Got a little greedy. Got a little greedy. It also didn't help I got airtime, but you didn't see that. And brake. Hi, we're just gonna park. Can we go around the outside? Go around the outside? No, I might not have the grip. I might have the acceleration though. Ha ha ha! We got a legitimate proper overtake in the little RX3 death machine. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? Oh, we went around the outside of the Bimmer. We're up into 6th place. With a little bit of cheating. But, you know, this car is not fun to drive, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of leniency. Not a whole lot, though, let's be real. Now, don't hit the wall. There we go. We're looking oversteer. Alright, time for our tried and tested chuck it in. There we go, that was a much smoother line. Much smoother. And that's what we need in this one. We need smooth, precise as possible. I don't think that's any faster, to be honest. It was worth a shot. I don't think it's any faster, because we do have that bank on the outside to help us out. 9. A little bit of a tap. Look at the closing speeds of this vehicle are simply hysterical. Okay, not the best, but we're there. We might actually, if we play our hand right, we might be able to get a podium, if we really are lucky. Can we sneak one? No. I want to get a legitimate overtake and not just around the outside of that bimmer. Okay? I want to get, like, a proper overtake where I actually dive up the inside of someone. The problem is, this is a very uncontrollable... No, I won't... I gotta give you space, but I will out-accelerate you, pal. As I was saying, I would like to get a proper overtake, but I don't think that's possible, given my braking limitations. I did not get this corner. I need to get that corner right. Can we get the podium? We might, if we can play our hand right, if we have enough acceleration at the end of this, we might just about be able to get it. Come on, baby, come on. Carry the speed, carry the speed. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be very close. We're already in a 5th, so Brian will miss this checkpoint. We are pretty much golden. Come on. We got 4th. We're not gonna get 3rd. Come on! Ah! We got 4th. A lot better, much better improvement on the previous, and we just demolished the fastest lap. Whew. Much better race. Even if we did go slightly airborne. Yes, our final race is at Ambleside, and just for a little bit of variety, I decided to open it up to the entire world. So we got a Sprees, Talbot, Scouts, a Baja Bug, a Challenger. I decided to branch out to the 1970s in general, not just Japanese sports cars. I don't think I'm going to do very well. Okay, I'm going to be honest. This is a handling track with literally one survey, and we were just on it. The only good news is I am racing against a truck, which apparently is doing better than anticipated. Because we're gonna go around the outside of it. We got the legitimate overtake that I wanted so dearly in the previous. Yes. The good news is, we are racing American vehicles, and, well, they were just as bad as this thing back in the day. Very similar, massive power figures, iffy on everything else. So, we're actually somewhat even when it comes to the playing field. We also have a little Talbot. That is a Lotus 2 car, which does sort of scare me. I'm drifting like a maniac. Fellow blue car! That's actually a very close shade of blue to mine. Of course, mine being the iconic Golf livery. Alright, here's my story. Gotta capitalize on the horsepower. Yes, sorry. Oh, okay. I got dove up the inside by an American muscle car. That's not how this is supposed to go. We're gonna repeat the favor, bud. We're gonna repeat that favor. Is he really gonna go around the outside of me? There's no way. There's no way. No, he doesn't have that much grip. He does not have that much grip. He tried it. Okay, sneak up the inside of 2 cars in one corner. We can get 1. Maybe. If I can hold it, I can't hold it. I tried to do what the Challenger did, and just like the Challenger, I failed horrifically. Not that Challenger. That Challenger. Should put that into context. FYI. Dial up the inside, we got him. He's gonna try and cut to the cutback. The Charger might get the cutback on both of us, especially if I'm hitting curves and just sliding like a sociopath. Ugh. He ran wide. I had a decent line there, and he ran wide, bouncing off the curb. He did what I did. We're just gonna lean on him a little bit. It's a touring car line. It's fine. It's touring cars. I will out-drag the big Challenger because Quad-Rotor Le Mans Fury. I'm not turning. I'm being beaten by a Baja Bug. That's not right. We're just gonna say thank you. We're actually on the 4th. That's our best. That's tied our best finish position yet. Can we actually progress our way through the field to a podium? That's the question. Can we finish this off with a podium? I don't know. We're gonna give it a good shot. This actually isn't too terrible because we're going so slow. We don't actually have time to spin the wheels up. We don't have time to get to the high-speed section that were causing us so much grief. We get a lot of wheel spin for sure, but it's not the terrifying, out-of-control maniac that it was there. This is just very wheel spinny. So in many ways, this actually might not be as bad of a track as I thought it would. It does not help when we get bounced around on the bumps though, but otherwise, this is actually proven to be somewhat easy relative to the rest of the tracks we were just on. We never leave 3rd gear. And it looks like we might be gaining, not by much though. Not by as much as I need for sure. I need them to fight each other. If I want to stand a chance of getting a podium, I need them to do battle with each other. I'm getting beaten by a bloody Bronco. A Bronco! That's not how this works, Forza. I'm a sports car with the heart of a Le Mans racer. It's a very old sports car with the heart of a very new Le Mans racer, you know, relative speaking. But, still, I'm getting beaten by an SUV. That's not right. However, this has been an absolute banger of a lap so far. I'm just gonna say, this has been a bloody good lap. Every apex, no wheel spin. This has actually been like a proper lap. Look at how much we've closed on them. Yes, this is good. This is good. That was exactly the type of lap that we needed. We're gonna get up the inside of the Trans Am. The Broncos run wide. The Trans Am might hold it around the outside, except for the fact that I have the speed. I'm into a podium, baby. Let's chase down that Bronco. Can we dial up the inside? Yes, we can. Look at that. Brilliant stuff. We're actually getting the hang of the rotary death machine. It is no longer a death machine, it is just fearful. A very scary car. But it is no longer a death machine. Now it's just a pain. We're on to 2nd place in the rotary Mazda. Who would have expected that, huh? Who would have expected that after seeing the first race? Yeah. With experience comes good finishing positions, as it turns out. We only got one more lap. Let's try and get a fastest lap. We're not going to catch the... We're not going to catch the leader up there. I don't know what he's in. I've never actually seen him this race. But we're just going to try and bang out fastest lap. It might be doable if we can just keep everything smooth. Get a little bit of wheel spin, not a lot. Getting a little bit means you accelerate quickly, but getting a lot means that you're not actually accelerating at all and you're just spinning wildly out of control. So it's got a very fine balancing act. Very fine. There we go, nice and smooth there. Don't hit the house. That house is lethal, as we have seen many times in the past. And then we can just streamline it through here. Nice stuff. Beautiful stuff, actually. That was, again, another very proper racing line. A little bit of caution over the crest here. Don't want to go anything too crazy. And then on the power. Can we get a sub 1 minute? No, we can get a 101.9, I think. That was a very clean lap, very smooth. 102 dead. We smashed the lap time by half a second. That was a very good lap. The Esprit did win it by a country mile. It is mid-engined after all, and, you know, not a rotary death machine, but We tamed it to second place. I will take that every day of the week. But that is not the end. You see, I have one last challenge. All of that racing has prepared me, has gotten me used to this car. And now, I want to break the 1 minute mark at Broadway Village Circuit in C-Class Rivals. This is a pretty good track, but I do need everything, which is why I have fitted a spoiler on it, because obviously that tiny little Mazda accessory adds, LMP levels of downforce. Now, I know for a fact that if I get about 59.5 seconds, I will be in top 500 in the world on this. Which, if I can do that in this thing, I will be pretty pleased. But my main goal right now is to break the 1 minute barrier. I don't know how easy that's going to be in this vehicle, but I could be overballing it, I could be underballing it. I have absolutely no clue. I've never actually done a Rivals mode in a vehicle such as this. To be honest, it doesn't actually seem that bad. I'm just saying, like right now, it doesn't seem that bad to drive. Whether or not this is a fast car around a track remains to be seen, because I've been racing the AI, and the AI don't really matter. They're good fun to battle against when you stack the deck right, but I'm about, from a standing start, 5-6 seconds slower than the rival. The good news is I'll have a massive head start down the straightaway, but then he will catch right back up because of that. I hit the wall too, goddamn. Alright, so we need a break earlier than that. Yeah, I will have a massive head start that will get immediately eroded any time we get to a corner. And I feel like we might just end up in a stalemate and just sort of repeat the opening, gap-wise. But there's only one way to find out. We shall see. I'll give it a few laps, get used to the track, get used to the car and everything. I say get used to the car. Get used to the car around this circuit. Because I feel like I can drive this car cleanly. But whether or not driving this car cleanly constitutes a fast enough lap to complete the challenge, I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out. I might have been off more than I can chew, because everyone else in this grid, if you will, is top of C-Class, sensible cars. I am in a mid-C class, not sensible car, so all I have is massive speed advantage and power to my advantage. So we're just gonna get on the brakes nice and early. Okay, there we go. There he goes. Goodbye, my friend. Just gonna try and keep up with you. That's my only goal. Never mind, that didn't go well. The first time I actually had a decent advantage, I binned it. God damn it. I'm pushing too hard now. God damn it, again. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be possible. We're gonna give it an honest shot. I want to give it at least a few good runs, just to make sure my point is proven. But I think I might have been on more than I can chew going for the 1 minute mark. I think this car is just too uncontrollable. I think it's too slow around the corners. Even when you can control it, it's just way too slow around the, like in the grip department. It doesn't have the grip required. But we will have to see. We're going to try not to bin it. We are faster. We're 2 seconds faster. That's good. You see what I mean? Like if you chuck in, you can actually get a decent run. That's what I mean by that. It does sort of upset you heading on the, I guess, short straightaway there. The braking zone. But I would rather carry the speed and not lose time to understeer than risk the... not risk, I should say, the wiggling on your brakes. Okay. This is it. This is our time. This is our time. That lap actually wasn't any faster. God damn it. Okay. Yes, there we go. Better. You on the grass isn't great. No, okay, we're good. I have my concentration face on. You can't see it, but I'm not talking. Come on. A little bit wide, but I'm still clean. Oh, I wasn't even faster. That was such a good run. And I don't really, other than that final corner, I don't know how I can do faster. And that's only like a tenth or two on that final corner. 103.6. I think that's the best that I have with my skill level and with this car. I think the car can do a max of 103. Then maybe if you have like the best driver in the world. It just isn't a quick car. I'm not saying that to detest against it, but it's just not quick. So let's see what our, I guess, rival's time is. Where are we in the world? I am curious. Not showcase. I don't care about showcase. I care about C-class road racing at this village. Change rival. Where am I? 1,300 in the world. I will take that. I'm better than quite a few people. They are admittedly running automatics, but I'm better than you. You're an actual, like, good car with manual and everything. Beat you by a few hundredths. Technically, I'm 1379, not 1385. We're all tied. So, since I have the much more difficult vehicle that's significantly further down on everybody, I'm gonna claim that as mine. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm not gonna complain. I'm in the top 32%. Not great, not terrible for the vehicle. It's an animal. What else do you want me to say? It's not for the faint of heart, but that will be it for this episode of Forza Horizon 4, and I'll be back with more